Hey everyone, WogDog here. Today, we're gonna answer the question, you don't got Master Mage, what do? It's quite simple actually. If you saw the intro, you know the answer already. It's Vanguard Warrior and Venom Master, but let's break it down real quick as to why we're gonna do that. So, Venom Master is important to this line because typically she is in front of other backliners and she'll receive the damage, hopefully it's not too much. Vanguard Warrior comes in with his charge and knocks away any frontliners that are in her face, and then hopefully the rest of your team can follow up. So, in my experiences, I prefer to use this line as the first line. It's a pretty good surprise, or even better as the third line, because then you'll have seen what they've used already, and it may be more advantageous to use it at that time. So, optimal usage number one is against teams with a lot of melee frontliners. You'll knock them around and you'll just get more value out of the Vanguard Warrior, and Venom Master is also more likely to drop her ultimate on the enemy team. So that's really good. And also, if you're going to do that, you may want to consider adding Sorceress, especially if they're heavy on the melee, because she'll knock them back even more. It's like that good old 1-2 punch. You know, you got Vanguard Warrior knocking them away, and then you got Sorceress knocking them way away from your team. So if your Venom Master can survive during this time, for Vanguard Warrior to come in, you're going to do tremendous damage, and you'll keep them away from you. And the other time is, like I just said, you got to be sure that Venom Master can survive the damage before Vanguard Warrior arrives. So you may want to avoid running this into burst magic lines. Venom Master may not be able to survive that, and typically you should be able to get really good usage out of this line. So the times you should avoid using this line, however, is you don't want to use it with Magnetic Birdman, because he's the only hero at this time that is actually in front of Master Mage. You run it with Magnetic Birdman, and, well, you're kind of ruining the whole point of running this line. So make sure you do not use Magnetic Birdman with this line. Click the card above to see the full positioning layout for Venom Master. And the other times you got to be wary of using this is when they have Turtle Fighter and or Rabbit. Oh, and I almost forgot Skeleton Mage. He's another one you got to watch out for. So, Turtle Fighter by default will counter Venom Master, since Venom Master is directional for pretty much all the skills that really matter, which are her ultimate, and I think it's her green skill. It's called Poppy. She shoots a little flower at people. Yeah, those skills are both directional. Turtle Fighter by default will counter that, so you gotta watch out for Turtle Fighter. And you have to watch out for Rabbit, because just like in a Master Mage line, typically your line is made up of a lot of squishy backliners that, if pulled out of position, will die quickly to follow-ups. And last but not least, we've got Skeleton Mage. He counters Venom Master in a very similar way to Turtle Fighter, except he does it by summoning dragons. And since the dragons will be very close to Venom Master, she'll feel compelled to target that, especially with her ultimate, which you do not want, and her green skill, the Poppy skill. So overall, the dragons will confuse Venom Master, and you'll lose a lot of efficiency if you happen to pick her into Skeleton Mage. So if you see any of these heroes on the other side, be wary of running the Vanguard and Venom Master line. But typically, if you're able to pick this line and the enemy line does not have that, you have a relatively high rate of success, very akin to a Master Mage line. So with that said, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. And what do you guys think of my alternative to the Master Mage line? You got something better, or got other feedback? Let me know. And I'll see you all in the next one.